There is a substance in the universe, so powerful that even a tiny amount could release unimaginable energy. It's called antimatter. At first it sounds like science fiction, but it is real. And we already create it in small amounts inside particle accelerators. Now here's the strange part. Antimatter is almost identical to normal matter. Same mass, same structure. But with one key difference, the charge is reversed. So when matter and antimatter meet, they don't just interact. They destroy each other completely. This process is called annihilation, and it converts mass directly into energy. Not chemical energy, not nuclear energy, pure energy. Now imagine even a tiny particle of antimatter touching regular matter on Earth. The moment they make contact, they vanish, and that mass becomes a burst of energy. Now scale that up slightly. Grams, not kilograms, just grams. The energy released would be enormous, enough to destroy large areas instantly. But here's the important reality check. Antimatter does not naturally exist in large quantities on Earth. And if it did, it would be extremely unstable. It would never sit still long enough to accumulate. It would immediately react with surrounding matter. That's why scientists can only store it in controlled environments, using magnetic traps, where it never touches any physical surface, because even contact with air would destroy it instantly. Now here's what makes this concept fascinating. Antimatter is not dangerous because it is evil or unstable by nature. It is dangerous because of how perfectly it converts matter into energy. 100% efficiency. No waste, no leftover material, just pure energy release. That is far beyond anything chemical reactions can do. So when people ask, what happens if antimatter touches Earth? The real answer is not about explosions in space. It's about controlled physics breaking down at the smallest possible scale. But in reality, even though the idea sounds catastrophic, there is no known scenario where antimatter could naturally strike Earth in any meaningful amount. Most of it disappears almost immediately after formation in space. Still, the concept matters. Because it shows something important about the universe. Matter is not the only version of reality. There is a mirrored version of everything we see. And when the two meet, the distinction between matter and energy disappears completely. That's what makes antimatter one of the most powerful and mysterious concepts in physics. Not because it is dangerous in everyday life, but because it shows how fragile the structure of matter really is.